Hello there. This is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Is your clothing a magnet or a shield? Now, what do I mean when I say that? Understand clothing is worn in two general ways. There might be some variations, but two general ways. Either as a magnet or a shield. By magnet, it means it draws the opposite sex's attention to you in a sexual way. So, like when women are wearing their clothing as a magnet, that means they got that short dress on. It might be colorful. It's clinging to every lovely curve, everything like that. When a man sees her, he's thinking about sex. He's going to be on his mind. But yet, when that same woman wears like some loose clothing that doesn't show off her curves and is not presenting her breasts and all of that, then the man, when he sees her, he ain't going. His first thoughts ain't going to be towards sex. Now, women look at men the same way. Women look at men the same way, but it's not in the same exact fashion. See, when a man wears his clothing as a magnet, it draws her attention to him in a sexual way. But that's more like it's highlighting his body. Like if he's wearing like fitted clothing, not skin tight pants, please, though, but some pants that just give us an idea about like the size of his legs and everything. Or I give you a great example: gray sweatpants. That's a magnet, and women go crazy over it because if the man is endowed enough, it shows his print. So that's why women go crazy. That's a magnet, or a tank top. And some sweats, because then he's showing his shoulders and everything. That's a magnet. Now, for guys who don't want to dress like that, you're more professional, you're more classy, is wearing maybe a nice tailored suit. That's the whole point of a tailored suit, is to really show off the muscular frame. Show off the frame. Like it should be ideally, like if you get a tailored suit, it should be in a V shape. Now we know you're not going to wear that type of shirt all the time, but maybe a form fitting shirt. Or if you got to wear, like if even if you on a job that wear dress shirts, you don't want to get a regular size shirt. See, a regular shirt, it flares out at the waist. It kind of just hangs on you. And they're actually better for bigger people, but a fitted shirt is more tapered. It's always more tapered, or a slim fit, closer to your body, but it shows off your form, especially if you've been following Uncle Rom and working out. It'll show your shoulders and everything. Or even when you're wearing casual clothing, wearing something that shows off, your body on a basic level. Like I wear a lot of polos, actual Ralph Lauren polos, but it'll show off my traps and my shoulders. And that's a magnet. Like when women see it, or certain things, or certain t-shirts, I might wear a long sleeve more form-fitting shirts, that draws their attention as a magnet, right? But say hypothetically, I want to dress more as a shield. Then I wouldn't wear anything form-fitting. I wear something looser that wouldn't show off the body as much. And that's the only difference. And see, that's a very important thing, because what clothing is an amplifier. It's an amplifier, it's a signature. And like it or not, women, they're going to make a decision about you based on your clothing. They're going to make a decision. Like the first look is always going to be your body build. It's going to be your body build. Now, I know some people think it's just the face, but they see the whole thing. They're looking at the whole package. Your body is the main thing. Yes, they looking at your face, and that's important for grooming and stuff, but I'm talking about clothing. So because they see the body, how you are doing it says a lot, can put them in a certain mood. Now, if you had that good form, but you're not showing it, it's not going to put them in the mind of sex. It's not going to put them in the mind of sex, but you're wearing some nice pants that show off something. Or, since it's getting warmer out, maybe some shorts that show off like well-developed calves or something like that. And then you wearing a top that shows like the V. you got a nice V, got the shoulders and everything. Shoot, that automatically puts them in that mood. When they see you, they're gonna be thinking, "Oh, sex." But then if you're not fixed up, or you wearing it as a shield, you wearing the loose stuff, you're not showing them no strong calves, or you're not showing them that you might have that V. They can't really tell you have it. You got on some loose clothing and that don't even look that good, right? And also too, on a subliminal level, they try to get an idea about your social class through your clothing. What type of clothes are you wearing? You know, like they'll try to see, does it look cheap or inexpensive? Even if it looks plain, like how plain does it look? And that's just the nature of women, to look at to look at the whole package, just like us, Because I started out with the example of women wearing certain stuff. Dudes, come on now. We know if we see that woman in those like distressed jeans showing some thigh, or they wearing those leggings and stuff, we go crazy. We get a lot friend. We see certain leggings and all of that, or shorts and the legs all shapely. Like, hey, girl. But women are the same way. See, one of the things men have to understand, they the same way. In fact, I would argue, and I get in front of a live audience and argue, they're worse. Because, we could see a woman in a potato sack, and as long as we get some idea or she seems receptive, we'll still mess with her. Women ain't the same way. And see, when they see the clothing, okay, they looking to see, all right, what does it do to them? Does it turn them on? Do you look like you have a certain class level or a certain level of money? Because let's be real, money is part of the look. Money is part of the look. That's just how it is. It's just not the only thing. And let me go on a tangent real quick. Guys need to stop thinking it's the only thing. Women look at the whole picture. The whole picture. So, your clothing is part of that picture. It also puts you, and really, not even just for picking up ladies or anything. The reality is judgments are made about people depending on what clothing they wear. That's just reality. A week or so ago, I talked about shoes and dressing like a grown man. But all of it is part of the image. If you walk into something and you got a grown man shirt, pants, shoes on, they're going to treat you different than if you walk in, looking like a kid. And I've even seen some young men, people treat them different. In fact, you get some people like sophisticated shoplifters. They'll come in dressed like classy, and then they'll walk away scot free because nobody's paying attention to them. Meanwhile, the person dressing kind of youngish and streetish, shoot, they got the cameras on them from the time they enter the building. In fact, some crews might be slick enough. They'll have a couple people looking all street, just walking through, not grabbing anything, while the well-dressed people, they coming through like grabbing everything. But y'all didn't hear that from me. But, and that's a question. Because understand something. When we get back to the whole magnet and shield thing, women make that decision right away. They make that decision what they're going to do with you in the first few seconds. And if you're wearing some clothing that projects not just so much sex appeal of your body, but projects power, and how you walk and how you carry it, by the time you actually say, hey, how you doing? Shoot, they already getting those tingles. It's a powerful thing. Now, just to be clear, you do need to have something underneath it as far as your body and your posture. Let me be clear on that. Because if that isn't, your body isn't right, or posture, or just how you carrying yourself isn't right, you can put on whatever, it still won't matter. So remember, the clothing it magnifies what you have underneath. So that's all I have for now. I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.